Good morning, dear students. Today we discussed about dosage forms and their different classes. What is dosage forms or drug formulations? So today we discussed about the various classes of dosage forms. These dosage forms are the carrier or medium through which drug molecules are delivered to site of action within the body. This is the where drugs are available in different forms like this tablets, capsules, inhalations forms. So these dosage forms are nothing. These are the carrier or medium through which the drug molecules are delivered to site of action within the body. Okay, every dosage form is a combination of a drug and non-drug components, that is excipient. So for every drug particles there is main two particles are present there. So two types of ingredients like this excipients and active pharmaceutical ingredients. So these active pharmaceutical ingredients that are the chemical compound. Usually this used for diagnosis, treatment and prevention of disease. Another ingredient that is the excipient. What are excipients? Excipients are usually used to give the particular shape to the formulations. This helpful to increase the stability, and actually this helpful to deliver the drug at a desired site, and this helpful to preparation more elegant like this. Most of these excipients are coloring agent, sweetening agent, flavoring, and some of them are antioxidant properties, and some are the preservatives, solvents, perfume, solubilizing agents. So this takes a different roles in different preparations. So this is the most important ingredients that present in drug particles are excipients and active pharmaceutical ingredients. So finally, this the some process occurring through these preparations for these examples like tablet formulations, capsule formulations. There is one drug substance is there, and this drug substance is combined with excipients and active, that's the active pharmaceutical ingredients. So finally, we get the drug product. Okay, there are the different types of dosage forms. These are mainly categorized as solid, liquid, semi-solid, oral, parenteral, topical, inhalation dosage forms. So we discuss some important dosage forms. Okay, first most commonly used dosage forms as a solid dosage forms. Solid dosage forms, what are the most important solid dosage forms? Tablets, capsules, powders, granules, suppositories. Capsules. These capsules have mainly two categories. This is the hard and soft capsules. This capsules is the outermost shell is mainly made up of gelatin shell. So in this hard capsule, this the outermost shell is gelatin, and here this the drug substance are in powdered form. So powdered drug substance are inserted in this outermost gelatin shell. Examples are ampicillin, tetracycline capsules. In hard gelatin capsules, certain sustained release substances are present. We saw this gradually release the drugs in the respiratory tract. Examples of these hard capsules are ampicillin, theophylline, tetracycline. Soft capsules. What is the soft capsules? Same like this hard gelatin capsule. Their outermost shell is the gelatin shell, and only difference is here this the active drug particles are in the form of oils or solution form. So these drugs are in oil or solution forms and is inserted in this the outermost shell that is made up of gelatin shell, same like hard gelatin capsule. Only difference in the forms of drug particles. In hard gelatin, drugs are in the powdered forms, but in soft gelatin, this drug as the active drugs are in the form of oils or solutions. Best examples of soft gelatin capsules are mostly these vitamin capsules. Okay, and another most notable use of this soft capsules mainly used for the semi-solid is the ointment preparations are. This one is also used. Examples like this eye appliques of chloromycetin. Next we come to this the important sustained release or time release capsule. What is sustained release? This name is also indicate that drugs are released in a sustainedly. Sustainedly drugs are released, and here this the drugs are dissolved at different time intervals. So what are the advantages of the sustained release? So the sustained release of drug particles are helpful to maintenance of therapeutic effect for longer time, and is helpful to decrease the incidence of undesired side effects. This the drugs are sustained release, and this drug release are in the controlled manner, so the side effects are decreased, and this formulation is very appropriate for drugs with shorter half-lives. Those these drugs have half-lives less than 4 hours. Next important and most commonly used dosage forms is the granules. What is granules? Actually, in granules is the mixture of active medicaments, sugar and some flavoring agents are present. And these granules are the unusual means of administrating drugs and that possess the unpleasant taste. Examples of this one is para-amino salicylic acid. What is effervescent granules? In effervescent granules, usually the mixture of citric, tartaric acid and sodium bicarbonate, and this also contains some sweetening agents like saccharin or glucose. Examples of these effervescent granules are ENO powder. This mainly used for indigestion, flatulency, heartburn. Next we come to this the powders. Actually, these powders categories are the very oldest solid dosage form. From this powders categories, these tablets, capsules, these other solid forms are actually derived from these powders forms. So these powders are the solid dosage forms. This usually contains one or more drugs in the form of fine powders. These powders are the different categories like this bulk powder, simple compound powders. Bulk powders, that are some of them are used as this external use like this dentifrices, insufflation, dusting powders, and from these powders is also tablets categories are also derived, capsules categories. This powders is the important classes are the simple powder. This the simple powder. This contains just one active ingredient. For example, acetyl salicylic acid powder. Compound powder that contains one or more active ingredients like this ORS powder, ampicillin powder. These are the best examples of compound powder. Was effervescent powder. These effervescent powder categories are usually used for external use. This most commonly used is boric acid powder. This boric acid is mainly seen in this the prickle heat powders, zinc oxide powder, and this tooth powder is also comes under this the effervescent powder. Powders with metals like this mercurol with chalk, this also used as a purgative. Next we come to this the tablet forms of dosage forms. So it's tablets. Tablets are the most commonly used solid dosage forms. This containing granulated or powdered drugs. that are compressed or molded into different shape. What are the different types of tablets? Tablets are categorized as based on their size, shape and uses. This mainly categorized as simple tablets. Why simple tablets? These are very easily disintegrated. These are very easily water soluble one. For example, this most common one is the aspirin tablet. What is scored tablets? Scored tablets, that means these are very easily divided if smaller doses are required. Best example is analgin tablet. Soluble tablets. These categories of tablets are easily dissolved in water to form solutions for internal and external use. For example, like this Disprin tablet. These categories are also used for parenteral administration. When it is used as parenteral administration, is called as hypodermic tablets. For example, atropine sulfate tablet. Next we come to this, the important category of tablets is the entry-coated tablets. What is entry-coated? Entry-coated is nothing, is a special coating with keratin cellulose phthalate. This special coating, this help to dissolve these drug particles only in the intestine. This do not dissolve in the stomach. This only dissolve in the intestine where the drug is liberated. Best examples are erythromycin tablet. Okay. Next category is lozenges. What is lozenges? Lozenges are the solid preparation usually containing sugar and gum. Here the medicaments are slowly released and is used for local action. Most best examples are this lozenges preparation. This mostly seen in this cough remedies. The Strepsil, Swacacil is the best examples of lozenges forms. Pastils, these are the other solid medicaments. These are easily dissolved. This dissolves slowly in the mouth, and comparing to lozenges, these are the softer. This looks like almost similar, but is comparing to lozenges, this is very softer. This easily and slowly dissolve in our mouth. Chewable tablets. These chewable tablets, these are very useful in case of those are very swallowing difficulties, and in pediatric groups these chewable tablets are very helpful one. These are chewed in the mouth for the systemic action. Usually these Digin tablets, and other examples are vitamin C. Sublingual tablets, these are the sublingual, that is drugs are administered beneath the tongue. Sublingual, these are chewed and placed under the tongue when it's dissolved and exert their action. Best example is nitroglycerin tablet. Implants is another most commonly used dosage forms. These are the tablets is used for sustained action and this implant under the skin. Examples are deoxycotton, acetone. These are mainly used for contraception. Colloidons, these are the fluid preparation. These are mainly administered externally. These categories are generally used for small cuts and abrasions. Insufflations, this insufflation, that here this the drug particles are in powder forms, and these powdered medicaments that are blown by an insufflator, that is insufflator, that is similar to atomizer, and this enter to various body cavities like nose, throat. They are under here. This the drug particles are insufflator is the instrument. This similar to this the atomizer, and this enter in our body cavities. Suppositories, these are the conical ovoid shape solid preparation. This usually made up of fats like cocoa butter oil and wax or this glycerin gelatin jellies. And these suppositories, best example is glycerin gelatin jelly. These are inserted into rectum where this melt dissolve and they exert their actions locally as well as systemically. Pessaries, these are the same as like the suppositories for introduction into vagina. These are different types, molded pessaries, compressed pessaries, these have the different shapes. And bogies, these are mainly used for nasal and urethral administration of drugs. Plasters, these are the solid adhesion. These are mainly applied to skin to protect and soothe. Examples are mustard plaster, capsicum plasters. Elixirs, another most commonly used preparations. These are the mainly sweet and aromatic hydroalcoholic liquid. These medicaments mainly produce the pleasant, flavored, colored, and with suitable agents. And this most common types of medical preparation is taken orally in liquid form. Best examples are chlorpheniramine elixir. There are different types of elixirs are available. Next we come to the liquid dosage forms. Emulsions. These emulsions are mainly oil in water, water in oil. So these are the suspensions of fats or oils in water and with inclusion of a suitable emulsifying agents like this gum acacia, gum tragacanth. Best examples of emulsions are castor oil emulsion, cod liver oil emulsion, this used for internally, and this benzyl benzoate emulsion, which are usually used as externally. Another important dosage form is jellies. If comparing to other dosage forms, this jellies provides faster drug absorptions. These are the transparent, non-greasy, semi-solid preparations. There are different types of jellies are used. This is the lidocaine jelly, aluminum hydroxide as an antacid, this is the Digin gels, and these jellies are the all of some of these pharmaceutical preparations are available as jellies is the hair jellies and for this face jellies there are different categories are available, and these therapeutic jellies are mainly most commonly used this lidocaine or lignocaine jellies. Linctures, these are the viscous liquid oral preparations. This mainly contains the high proportion of syrup and glycerin, and this produces the demulcent effects on the mucous membrane of the throat. That is, this gives the soothing effect to our throat. Mostly these are available in cough syrups. Best examples are these codeine linctures, noscapine linctures. Next we come to some mixtures. Mixtures are another most commonly used liquid dosage forms where this the medicaments are in solution or in suspension forms. Best example this the carminative mixture, Creta mixture. These mixtures are also in the different categories as a soluble mixture, insoluble mixtures. This classification is mainly based on their ingredients. In this carminative, if you take this the carminative mixture, in this carminative mixture all of these ingredients are soluble, so we can say that this comes under this the soluble mixture category. So what's the use of this carminative mixture? Carminative mixtures are mainly used for this mild abdominal colics, flatulency, indigestions. This most commonly used soluble mixture. Another best example of insoluble mixture, that is Creta mixture. Creta mixture is a good anti-diarrheal mixture. Mixtures are generally not formulated for long life. These are prepared freshly. Okay, tinctures is another most commonly used dosage forms. These are the alcoholic preparations and this contains vegetable or chemical substance. For examples like tincture opium, tincture lemon, this used in different pharmaceutical preparations for oral use. Some of these tincture preparations like this tincture iodine, Lugos iodines, these are also used for these cuts and abrasions. Gargles, these are the aqueous solution. This mainly used to prevent or treat this throat infections. For examples like this phenol gargle, potassium permanganate gargle. This the gargles are also available. That's the betadine gargles and mouthwash. Both these gargles and mouthwashes are also available. Liniments, that are the semi-liquid formulations. This used externally on skin. These are the good counter irritants. What is the counter irritants? Counter irritants, that means this usually stimulates the sensory nerve endings and relieve deep-seated pains. These liniments are the best examples of counter irritant preparations. This stimulating type and is massaged or rubbed to our skin, and this must not be applied to a broken skin. This is the liniment of turpentine. This most commonly used. Lotions, these are the liquid preparation. This usually applied to our skin without frictions. This used for soothing, astringent, antipyretic actions. There are lots of actions, and these lotions are also used as the available as some cosmetic products also. Calamine lotion, this mainly used as for mild allergic conditions. Next we come to is the mouthwashes. Mouthwashes, this we know that this is also used for commonly for oral hygienes. What are the therapeutic uses of mouthwashes? Mouthwashes is therapeutically used for this periodontal disease, gingivitis, dental plaque. There are different categories. Is the antiseptics, analgesics, bacterial sidal, this cosmetics, anti-cavity, this the fluoride rinses, this mouthwashes and rinses. Mouth rinses are also available. Best examples of antiseptic phenolic mouthwash and povidone mouthwash. So some best examples. Most commonly used is the povidone and sinks salts containing mouthwashes. That's the astringent mouthwash. Okay, another common used one, ointments, that is the semi-solid greasy preparation. This applied for local application to skin. This mainly used for soothing, astringents, antiseptics. Whereas astringent, this astringents categories, this precipitate the surface protein. This acts on the outer layers of skin. This do not penetrate inside the skin. This only acts on the outer layers of our skin. Best examples of ointments are this chloromycetin eye ointments are also available. Again, this povidone ointments. This povidone preparations are available in lots of forms. Is available as gargles, mouthwash, ointments. Paints, that is the another commonly used dosage forms. These are the liquid preparations. This usually contains volatile solvents which quickly evaporate to leave dry and resinous films of medicaments on the skin. Best examples of paint categories, that's the Mandel's paint. Mandel's paint is iodine preparations. This mainly useful in this case of pharyngitis, tonsillitis, and another examples of paints are this the crystal violet paints. So these are the important paint categories. This Mandel's paint is mainly used for this throat infections. Paste is another semi-solid preparation. This is externally used. When it's comparing to ointments, this contains the paste contains the high proportions of finely powdered medicaments. Which example, this zinc oxide paste. There are different types of paste. This paste are also available. Next we come to the inhalation form. This inhalation forms is also the most commonly used. These formulations mainly used for this if drugs are used for this administration for respiratory diseases like this asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So these are mainly used for examples like this salbutamol inhaler, Finchal, the sodium chromoglide inhaler. And so this is aerosols. That means the it contains a suspension of fine, solid or liquid particles in a medium like air or oxygen, and that are administered with the help of nebulizers. So these forms are mainly used if you need the drugs administration to the respiratory tract, mostly in this asthmatic patients. And next we come to the sprays. Sprays are different categories. What are the nasal spray? There's the another formulations are also available for use for nose, throat, and another pharmaceutical formulations are also available. There's the deodorants and room sprays. They all are, this comes under the sprays category. This is the preparation of drugs in oil or water. This usually administered by with the help of nebulizers. Usually these formulations are applicable in nose or throat. This is the best example of therapeutic spray. This is the thyroxine sprays. Okay. Now we discussed about the some important and most commonly used dosage forms. Okay, thank you.